What is up? Let's fucking go. If you have never watched one of my videos before, my name is Coach Cam because it is way easier to remember than my real name. I am the owner of Primal Tribe, and our goal is to feed your inner beast and to unlock power that you never ever fucking knew was something that you had within you. So without further ado, we are going to hop right into our topic for today. Systems. Yo, I cannot say it enough to you. Systems are so fucking important because you can't just expect that with the same environment that you literally messed up your life and lost your power, that you're going to somehow be an absolute god with following through with all of the tasks, all of the habits, and all of the rituals that you need to unlock the power that you have within you. Some of the super simple things that I do just to keep myself on track with what I'm doing is I write my goals at least once a day, and I make sure to just have my notepad out and in my line of sight. Normally it's like when I wake up before bed, that sort of thing. So I'm going to leave my notepad right on my bedside table. That way when I wake up, I see it. And then that cues to me that I need to write my goals down. Same thing, right before bed, I see that my notepad is there. I know that I need to write down my goals at the end of the day, and that is just something that triggers it. So people, like it or not, we work with the visual environment that is around us. We judge based on appearances as well. That's just how our brains are wired. It doesn't matter if you're Mother Teresa. Even she judged on appearances too. When you're looking at your environment, you want to see something that's set up for success. I can tell you right now that if you have a bunch of fucking clutter around you and you have a bunch of shit and like dirt and all of this stuff in your immediate environment, that is literally hindering your efficacy as a person. You are going to be friggin' strung out. Like you can't even get one task done from start to finish without being distracted because your physical environment is literally encouraging you to be distracted as hell. So everything that is within arm's length of you should be very, 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 very controlled. Like, if you have a task and you're working on it and you don't want to be reaching for your phone, it shouldn't be this close to you. You should have to get up and walk across the fucking room to make sure that you're not going on your phone. If you don't want to be watching something on TV, you shouldn't have the remote right there. All of these things have got to be very controlled if you don't have self-control. At the start, this is how you're going to build up. I want you to imagine habits. I want you to imagine distractions and vices. Like at the gym, they're like the 5-pound weights. You have got to start somewheres and you have got to build yourself up to a certain point. I can have this right beside me and feel no urge, and I can also have this right beside me and feel no urge because I'm past 5-pound weights. Now I can do 10-pound weights. You know, that shit is not going to distract me. But at the start, you have literally got to be so fucking intentional and deliberate with your actions and with what is in your physical environment at this period of time until you build up the strength to be someone that can have these things in their environment and not have those urges. And there are even still times where I'm at in my personal development journey that there's just a task at hand. I feel I am being distracted by my phone. I am being distracted by what's on the TV. I am being distracted by this, that, the third. And I literally shut everything off. I fucking put my phone across the room, and then I go into that deep focus and I go into that activity that needs to get done. So you need to be honest with yourself. If you are a scrolling addict and you just can't, like, this is here, you're like, oh, I just need to check this one thing. I just need to, like, even if you're not picking up your phone, if you're thinking about it nonstop, that is enough. Get it the fuck out. Delete the apps on here that you just can't friggin' live without, that you find yourself, like, fiending over. Bro, how fucking old are you? Like, a real man, a real woman has self-control. If you are someone that literally can't help themselves by doing something, you're not a fucking man or woman. You're a goddamn child. And you should be treated like a fucking child until you grow up. So you know what? A child would get their phone taken away from them. So you need to parent your own damn self. No one else is gonna do it for you. There was a guy the other day at Starbucks and he's like, and I look over at him and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you cannot call yourself a man because a man has self-control and wouldn't make those fucking noises. If you are at that level, don't expect anyone else in the world to go parent you. I'm not gonna show up and talk to that man and be like, excuse me, can you please grow the fuck up because you're acting like a child? Like, no. I'm just gonna leave you at the level of enlightenment that you're at until you come to me and you ask me for assistance. Because I am not gonna go there and try to move you. You have gotta be able to move yourself. You should be moving yourself in personal growth as well as dealing with distractions, as well as setting up your fucking environment to have some goddamn success in this life. Because if you're just willy-nilly, lukewarm, fucking half-assing all of this shit in your life, you're never gonna get anything worthwhile. And that is so disrespectful to not only yourself, but to every fucking person that's in your life and that you interact with. Because you know what? When I had a man at Starbucks screaming like a 3-year-old little girl, I felt disrespected. I was like, yo, what is this guy even doing right now? Like, zero respect for that. Zero respect for that. So you need to have systems in place that make you, without thinking, a successful person, because you only have so much energy. You only have so much time. You only have so much focus in one fucking day. And you need this just to work for you without all of this effort, all of this decision. Like, oh my gosh, I need to, like, here's my morning process, guys. Like, I wake up, I reflect, and then I read and I do some mindset work. I don't have to think about those things. I don't have to, like, wake up and then be thinking, like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like, da-da-da, you know? I only have so much decision power in the run of a day, and I'm not going to be using it on my fucking morning routine and what needs to get done first thing in my day. It's just getting done. It's getting done in a system. And my environment helps me for that. Like, I'm always on the road, okay? I'm always traveling. I'm in a different city every fucking week. So this makes it really hard to set up an environment for me that is successful. But in my car, I have a packing system. I have a system for everything that is happening in my car. That way I know when I unpack my fucking stuff that everything is going to be set up the way that I need it so that I am going to be successful for that week. I also put time into preparing for this week. So on Sundays, I do my goal set for the week. I'm looking forward to everything that needs to get done, and I'm setting up my systems for success. I also have, it's actually right behind the camera right now, I have this big friggin' pancarte, like this Bristol board that I bring with me that has my fucking habits written down on it. You know why? Because who doesn't notice a friggin' poster board? The blind. Like, every person that has eyes that work can see a fucking poster board, and then you know what that does? That triggers, I need to think about my habits. I need to think about my daily wins. I need to think about what I'm doing next. And I'm not going to be thinking about this, that, the third, that are all distractions that are taking me off my course, that are taking me off my goal. I'm thinking about what I need to get done so that I can step into my personal power and feed my inner fucking beast. And that is exactly what should be running through your mind all day long, because wherever your focus goes, your energy will flow there. Focus on changing what you're gonna put your focus into. I cannot take out all of the vices off of this world. Like, I can't run around and just knock drinks out of people's hands and like try to like flush all the drugs down the toilet in the world. I'm not trying to mop up the ocean. It's not in my control. But you know what I can do? I can say this. This is my standards for my life. I'm never going to push that onto you. And I'm never going to sit down with you and be like, yo, if you are getting shit-faced on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and if you're doing drugs on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday, I don't want you in my general vicinity. My time is worth more than that. I'm more valuable than that. And if you're going to be doing this, that, and the third, I don't fucking want you in my environment because I know that I'm more valuable than that. So I can't take drugs out of the world, but I can sure as hell take drugs out of my world. In my environment, this is an absolute fuck no for me because it's not a fuck yes for me. And those are my boundaries. If you're acting this way, I'm never gonna shame you for that. I'm never gonna show up and be up all in your face and all up in your business about how you're not doing this, how you should be doing this way, da-da-da. But if you are in my environment, it's either abide by these rules because these are my boundaries for my self-respect or get the fuck out. I hope that this added some damn value to you. I hope that this gets you fired up for the week ahead and that it feeds your inner beast. Let's fucking go. Let's set the fucking goals for this week, this month, this quarter, and let's get into action and out of our fucking heads. Let's go.